If you're a vegan looking to gain weight and gain muscle, in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to make that happen. Before we dive into how to gain muscle and how to gain weight, let me tell you who shouldn't be gaining muscle and gaining weight. If you're not really heavy, you don't have a lot of mass, but you still have like a stomach and you have a lot of fat, do not pursue this. Lose fat first. If you're skinny, very skinny, and you want to gain weight and you're okay with putting on a little bit of body fat, then this video is for you. Why do I give this disclaimer? Gaining muscle without gaining weight and gaining a little bit of body fat is really hard. You want to make the environment in your body ideal to put on muscle mass, and that means putting yourself in a calorie surplus. When you do that, you're literally eating more energy via foods and drinks than what your body uses on a daily basis with your daily activities. So if this is what you burn on a daily basis and then you eat this much, this reminder, the surplus is going to be turned into tissue. Some of that tissue will be muscle, but some of that tissue will be body fat. There's no way to avoid it. You'll gain a bit of body fat. So if you start a muscle gain phase with too much body fat, you're going to end up with more body fat, and you don't want that. You want to first get rid of as much body fat as you can, get yourself to a low body fat level, and then pursue a muscle gain phase that's going to require weight gain. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the foundation of a muscle gain phase or weight gain phase, and that's going to be the amount of calories you're going to be eating. As I already said, gaining weight and gaining muscle requires for you to be on a calorie surplus, which means eating more calories than the ones you burn. So the first step is going to be to calculate your maintenance calories. That number is going to be the amount of calories you need to maintain your current body weight with your current activity levels, and then you're going to add 300 to 400 calories to that number. For example, if I maintain at 3,000 calories and I want to gain muscle and gain weight, I could maybe eat 3,300 calories or 3,400 calories or a number in between those two. And that's going to be the foundation. Once we know the amount of calories, we got to calculate how much protein we're going to be eating. And protein is incredibly important because you're going to be training really hard and you're going to need the calories and the amino acids from protein to recover and allow your muscles to get bigger and stronger. Somewhere in between 0.7 grams to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight suffices for most people. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick a number in between that range and stick to that number. Next up, we got the carbs and the fats. I tend to like high carb diets because most people tend to do better on those. But if you want to do high fat and low carb, that's fine. But personally, and for my clients, I use around 0.3 to 0.5 grams of fat per pound of body weight, and then the remainder of calories in carbohydrates. So now that we got the calories, the protein, the carbs, and the fats out of the way, what is next? That's your training. You gotta be training really hard, and ideally somewhere in between 4 to 6 sessions per week. That might seem like a lot, but if you're gonna be doing all these things on the nutrition side and you're going to be purposefully adding body weight, might as well do everything possible to make sure that most of that body weight is gonna be muscle. High quality training sessions will help. And if you split your total weekly work into different sessions, then you're gonna have shorter sessions, and that's gonna allow you to have higher quality sessions because you're gonna be less tired for each session. You're gonna have more rest. So 4 to 6 sessions ideally, and if you're looking to emphasize a body part, make sure that you design your program appropriately. Most women wanna emphasize legs and glutes, and most guys wanna emphasize upper body. If that's the case, make sure you allocate most of the work to the muscle groups that you wanna grow. And this last suggestion that I'm about to give you can make or break your weight gain phase. Do not try to pursue too many things at once. If you wanna gain weight and gain muscle, make that the top priority. If you also like cardio, for example, you like running, do not try to prep for a marathon while you're trying to gain muscle, because your body needs resources to recover and it only has a limited amount of resources. If you try to do both things at a high level, you're not going to be making progress in any direction. You're going to be half-assing your training for the marathon, and then you're going to be all beat up when you go to the gym, and you're going to be half-assing your lifting sessions. So pick a goal. If muscle gain's the goal, make that the top priority. Put the other things on the back burner. Doesn't mean completely quit, but put them at the minimum required to maintain whatever you have, but not to make more progress. Later on, once you finish your muscle gain phase, you can shift priorities and you can put muscle building on the back burner, focus on maintaining what you have, and then developing other attitudes. And one last point before we finish the video, and this is both for men and women. If you go to the gym, you gotta train hard. If you wanna gain muscle, you gotta train hard. If you wanna grow your booty, your legs, your upper body, you gotta push yourself really hard. Most people are really bad, even myself a couple years ago, at estimating what training hard means. And if you want some resources to help you gain weight and gain muscle, check out the description. I have a bunch of free resources, and if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I can help you do this. You can take your head off building your plan. I'll give you the plan, you follow it, you get jacked. Guaranteed results, really simple. All I ask of you is execution, and that's it. You get in the best shape of your life. The link for the coaching is down there in the description as well. Check it out. That's all I got for you right now. I'll see you on the next video. Julian here, signing off.